Hi folks, welcome to Putting Your Horses Down, Part 2. As we wait to administer the drugs, what we've done, and you may want to think about this. Some people like to do this, some don't, I do. If you notice, we've braided their tails, and we've also taken a little bit of their mane. Some people like to get the forelock. What I've done is I've taken some medical tape, and I've taped a little section of the mane, the prettiest part. And then I'm going to cut that off so that as a memory kind of a memento of the horse. I'll put these in the house. Some people braid them, some people don't. I usually don't braid the mane. I usually just cut the mane off like I have here with some medical tape and with photographs of the horse. I'll just keep these in my house. If you notice over here now, as we zoom in, we have the tail that's braided. Hopefully we can zoom in. Now there's 13 bones in a horse's tail that come down here. It's very important that you don't bother the horse or you get close to that bone, because if you do, you're going to get kicked because it's going to hurt. A lot of people wait until after the horse is put down to do the braiding and to prepare your horse for your mementos. I like to do it while the horse is still alive. It keeps them relaxed. They just think they're being groomed. The other nice thing is it's just a lot easier when the horse is standing up. You may want to get help when you do this. You want to make sure that you use a sharp knife or a sharp scissors like I'm doing, because believe it or not, horse hair is extremely tough. And if you notice, as I'm cutting, I'm kind of rolling through it, which allows for the hair that's already been cut to be out of the way of the scissors or the knife that you use, so that you do a nice, clean, neat job. This is very hard to do sometimes when you're upset and you're losing a horse. The reason the horse isn't bothered by this is because I'm not close to the tip of those bones. That's one of the mistakes that people make when they braid and they put rubber bands on their horse, is that they do rubber band that bone, and it is uncomfortable to the horse. If you notice now, we have a nice docked tail. I'm literally about a ½ inch from that bone. The horse is comfortable. I have my momentum for the house. And then you may want to keep them separate. We're putting two horses down here. We're putting a mother and a daughter down. The mom is 21. The daughter is 16. I usually just do this to keep it organized. I'll just go ahead and put the mane through the tail, and I'll set that aside. I'm now going to cut the daughters off. The next step in this process is you want to sedate the horse so that it's sedated standing up and it's basically drunk. It makes it a lot easier to administer the drug. We're not going to film the horse being put down. Nobody would do it. Nobody would want to be in it. You get the idea. The horse is going to lay on the ground. Once a horse is laying on the ground, it's basically unconscious, where you do stitches, the way you would castrate a stud into a gelding, that type of sedation. They're basically in a nice deep sleep. We'll administer the drugs IV. That will put the horse into a coma, and it will stop all their major organs and electricity in the brain. It's very humane. The horse will not have any idea of what's going on. It'll just be a small pinprick. It'll think it's getting a yearly shot. The horse will be sedated. Once the horses have been put to sleep, both of them, we already have our tractor with our loader bucket that's going to transport the horses over to the other part of the ranch. People drag them with pickup trucks. I don't want to drag a horse. We're going to put them in a loader bucket, carry them. There's really no real pretty way to do it. We just basically got to take them over, and you just drop them in the hole. I know it would sound nice if you could place them and lay them in the hole like you do a cat or a dog. It's just not practical with a horse and as deep a hole as we're talking about. So there are some things about this that are very unpleasant, and really no graceful, nice way to do it. This is part 2. There's going to be some other parts. There's also going to be a narrative written about these 2 horses, Shady and Shadow. It'll be on the Stall 13 website. It'll explain everything, answer your questions. This has been another Stall13.com video. Take care of yourself. Take care of your horses.